Is this the only wetting agent you need for your lawn? Let's find out. Welcome back everyone, it is Friday, it is the 14th of August, the year is flying by. So yeah, we're not doing much on that. I have filmed myself this afternoon, mowing the front lawns, not this one, but I've done that one. It's looking all right, it needs, well, it's struggling in some spots. But once the weather cools down a bit, we'll put some feed on and get that, start pushing some lateral growth on there. Tied up the edges off camera for the people that are always whinging. I've also got rid of some of the, glyphosated some of the spots to make that look nicer. But yeah, overall this is looking good, because on Tuesday, before we went to Dublin to watch Leeds United versus Manchester United in that friendly game for the Boyle Sports Cup, I was out here in the evening giving it a double verticut, setting 2, and then I gives it some feed, some wetting agent, some ICL, some Thomas Elliott, all that good stuff, just to get it moving on again. And it's coming up all right, apart from all the weed grasses, which I'm having to think what to do. But yeah, it's that's what we're here today. One of the products that I put on the other day, so we're going back onto the back and let you see what that's all about now. So like I say, we're on the back lawn today doing some work on here, because it's starting to look all right. So a couple of weeks ago, following my last video out on here, I wanted to set a challenge, see if we can get it looking like a Premier League football pitch for the start of the season, which is next weekend, and I don't think we'll get there. I'm hoping so. This is my last throw of the dice today, I think. The middle of the lawn, it's looking all right considering what it's been at. It's been getting cut every day with a robot mower at 30 millimeters. It's had a few waterings. This, it looked a lot better the other day, and then it's dried up again because we've had a bit of a spike in the heat again, because we're all in the northwest. So I think a lot of lawns will be looking like this section here. I want to see if we can rectify that with a lot of water now, and ignore the weed patches, because I think Hunter's not had enough tomato-based meals recently. So anyway, right here, because I've seen some things online recently, and I wanted to give my uneducated POV on the whole thing. So obviously there's a lot of dryness in the UK at the moment, hosepipe bans, people struggling with the lawns, people who like the lawns can't water it. If they're doing it, they're at risk of getting in trouble with the authorities and stuff, because there was a hosepipe ban. I think Rod Stewart was suggested he's going to get in trouble. He's been in trouble in the past for doing it, watering his lawn during a hosepipe ban. But anyway, I digress as usual. So one of the things I've seen is regarding wetting agents, and a comment that I've seen that is saying soils don't get hydrophobic, and another comments and statements saying wetting agents are a waste of time, you don't need them, don't get them on. My opinion is opposite to that. I think you do need them, especially when you've got soils that have gone through such a long period of time. Again, no expert, absolutely not an expert in this. I'm learning this, I'm trying to garner knowledge, doing a hobby, taking care of the lawn, and having fun with it, and having fun with the YouTube side of things, and engaging with people with it. And my results are working, but I'm obviously looking up to higher ups, I'm looking up to other people that have been doing it a lot longer than me. And yeah, I've had some good results. So why use a wetting agent? Well, people say, what is a wetting agent? And I've seen this on Facebook quite a lot of times. It's water, just use water. It's water, wetting agent, water. No, it's a surfactant. So it's a type of product that you apply to the lawn, or you apply to your hose, or you apply to your water butt, or whatever that you're going to use. And it will break down the surface tension of the water so it can easily penetrate hydrophobic soil. That leads to the next question, what is hydrophobic soil? And from my understanding, During a dry spell like we're having here, soil will become hydrophobic, basically scared of water. So the hydrophobicity is due to the plants and fungus around that's in the soil profiles releasing some sort of, is it lipids or something like that? They will create this waxy coating over the lawn, which will repel the water. So you're seeing these videos now that I'm putting on. This one, first one, is from the University of Reading. I posted it before on the channel, and it just shows this professor showing the stages of water, one hydrophobic soil, one a normal soil, and one a wet soil. The wet soil sups down straight away because there's no waxy coating. The middle one, normal soil, slowly drains through, as you can see, and the one that's on the hydrophobic soil, it's not dissipating at all. It's struggling to get through, and that's where your surfactants come in. Daniel Hibbert's done a good video on this very recently. It's getting a lot of views. I could only wish to have half the amount of views these videos have got. But he's an expert. He's been doing it for 30 odd years, you know, and fair play to the man. And I do take a lot of tips from him, you know, because he's one of the experts. And he loves ryegrass like me. And he's also called Daniel, so. But anyway, we'll by the by, we're going off track again. So this other video as well that I saw was from Aquatrol, who offer products such as surfactants for amenity turf, for sports turf and stuff like that. And basically, as you can see, I'll put the link down here to the channel. You can follow them and see whatever you want to do. Maybe buy some stuff. I'm not affiliated with them. Buy some stuff from them if you want to. But it's showing a plug, and they've shown the hydrophobic soil, and they've done some lines of the Aquatrol surfactant, and you can see the differences where the water's been repelled and where it's been absorbed. So that's what I'm going to try and do. I've been trying to do with the absorb product. So I've mentioned it a few times on the channel this year because I've only really started using it this year in anger. So this is the absorb. It's a triple action wetting agent. So I think the triple action is it reduces your surface tension, promotes, improves moisture retention, and improves deep rooting. So I think they're the triple action things. But I've been using that this year. I've used it a couple of times in previous years, but I've never really had to use it because I've never been in a state like this. But I think I'm getting much better results using that now and putting it in at 2 ml per metre squared when I apply liquids. So like you say, like I say, this is the area that's struggling the most. And earlier on, or late last week, I think it looked a lot better because we give it a good deep soaking after we give it 2 weeks ago some wetting agent. So we're going to go on with some more now at 2 ml per metre squared. Now, I use that. I've also used baby shampoo in the past because that can be used as a surfactant, as a wetting agent. It's cheaper. You can pick it up for what, 75p from Lidl's or something like that, because it's non-bio, so it's not going to affect your microbiome in your soil. So it's always got to be baby shampoo. But the issue you've got with that is you're going to have to reapply it on a regular basis. It only lasts about 2 or 3 days, I believe, from my research that I've done. So I've done a bit of research, done some research here on these different papers that I've been reading, because I'm boring like that. I don't watch telly anymore, on surfactants and wetting agents and how they respond to the soil. But you can use baby shampoo. It will do you a job, but it will not give you the longevity that actually fabricated, designed, manufactured surfactants do. So it's a cheaper option, but when you have to apply it more regularly, it may add up, and it might be worth just getting the proper stuff anyway. So like I say, I use Absorb. I get that from Greencare, green-care.co.uk, 5% off with RMMC discount code. Loads of other ones out there. I've mentioned Aquatrol. They probably do some, might be bigger vats for bigger size lawns. You've got Daniel Hibbert, like I mentioned, he does his H2Go, he does it in granules. I think he still does the wetting agent liquid. You can go to Pitch Care, you can go to Agrigem. There's all these different places where you can pick up this stuff. Or there's some feeds that have it in now. So there's one feed which is quite interesting called TerraLift TX10, which has it in. So if you use TX10 or a variant of it, you are applying a wetting agent to your lawn. And I do know that the Great British Lawn Co, their summer liquid feed also has a wetting agent in that. So if you look at something a little bit less. Anyway, I'm waffling on now. So I'm going to go on with that. I'm going to go on with some ICL Cal Mag again to 1.5 times rate. Just try and give it a kick up the backside, get it going. Small turf. and some bio booster as well. And then I'm going to put a load of water on, especially on this area. This morning I was putting it on that area, but I've run out in the IBC, which is annoying. But yeah, but it's just my 2 penneth and 8 minutes worth of ranting on wetting agents, because yeah, I've seen a few comments saying they're not worth it. I think they are. So yeah, wetting agents for the go. Use proper stuff, use a bit of baby shampoo just to get water penetration through. But we're looking at getting some rain next week, so if you have a look at your forecast, it can help big time. So if you are in an area that's struggling with water or lack of water, you do get some rain down, even just throw some, I think it's soapy water. I think you see Ryan Noor in the States, he's got his own wetter called Soulcore, and I've seen him just fill up a bloody bucket and throw it on the dry patches. So just anything to break the surface tension of your soil will help it when the rain does come, for it to come down. So bit of a Dan's TED talk, a Dan talk if you will, but yeah, that's it. So thanks for your time. I'm going to put that on now, like I say, spray it on the lawn, give it a good soak as soon as it's down, because I just want to get as much water in as possible because we're trying to do this challenge. But yeah, thank you very much for your time on this video. It's been a long one. Like, subscribe and all that, and we'll see you on the next one. Auf Wiedersehen. So a bit of an addendum to this video. It's the next day, Saturday, it's the 15th of August. And just to let you know, last night I had the sprinkler going on this side, where under the trees, where it was looking a little bit parched for about an hour. And then on this side, I did it and cover a bit more of the area for about an hour. So they've all got about the same. And then this morning it's had the same again. So it's had a lot of water, but to my eyes, we're seeing a much improved area. Oh, it's also had a mow this morning, so it's been mowed, but yeah, it's a little bit less looking dry. Obviously ignore the weed patches, that's something we need to deal with at some point. Probably put a bit of seed down here. But yeah, to an already long video, because I'm here in the runs and whatnot, just wandering around. Yeah, we've got a bit of improvement in colour from the water that we put on. Filling up the IBC again, as you can see. Water bill is going to be absolutely sky high, but I don't spend my money on other stuff really, do I? So this is my passion, this is what I like doing, this is what I'm doing. So yeah, overall, we've had a bit of an improvement, I think anyway, with the feed that went on last night, and then the wetting agent, and with the water, which has been able to penetrate the soil because of the wetting agent, the surfactant that we've applied. And we're getting some good results again. Overall, not bad. So thank you very much, and like, subscribe, all that. I'll be the same.